Home buyers are falling into these traps, so don't be one of them. Look, I need to be brutally honest with you. Most home buyers don't realize that they're making huge mistakes until it's too late. And the worst part, no one's telling them until they're already stuck with a house that costs more than they already expected, or one that doesn't fit their needs anymore. Hi there, Apryle Borst here with Arizona Best Real Estate. Now look, I know that the real estate market has changed a lot, and the strategies that used to work, well, they don't anymore. But beyond that, buyers keep making the same avoidable mistakes, ones that could cost them thousands or leave them with major regrets. So today, I'm breaking down the brutal truth about buying a home, what most buyers don't realize until it's too late. Mistake one. Okay, not doing enough research. Now, whether you're moving across town or across the country, research is everything. And I'm not just talking about the home itself. I mean the neighborhoods, market trends, and well, the entire buying process. I see first-time buyers struggle with what they even need to research, and seasoned buyers, well, sometimes they assume they already know everything because they bought before. But every market is different. And if you don't take the time to understand what's happening, then you could be in for a tough reality check. For example, you might be coming from a buyer's market where homes are sitting for a while, and then you have plenty of time to negotiate. But the area that you're moving to, well, it could be a strong seller's market with bidding wars left and right. So if you don't know what's going on, then you might miss out on homes before you even realize what kind of competition you're up against. And then there's the process itself. How long does it typically take to close? What's normal for inspections and negotiations? Well, here in Arizona, our standard closing time is about 30 to 45 days, and we don't use attorneys for real estate transactions, which is a huge difference for people moving from states that do. Now, I always go all of this with my buyers because I know the more that they understand up front, the less stressful the process will be. And trust me, no one enjoys a stressful home buying experience, believe me. Okay, mistake two, falling in love with the home but ignoring the neighborhood. Now look, I totally believe you should love where you live, but that's not just about the house, it's about everything around it. Like what's being developed nearby, how are the schools, what's the crime rate? I can't tell you how many times buyers fall in love with a house without looking into these things, only to find out later that their new neighborhood just isn't what they expected. Now, a beautiful home in the wrong location, that's a mistake you don't want to make. Okay, mistake number three, letting emotions take over. Now, buying a home is so emotional. I mean, it's right up there with some of the biggest life stressors like death, divorce, moving. Yep, all in the same category. And that's why I see buyers making decisions purely based on emotion. Maybe a home feels perfect, so they rush into making an offer without really thinking through the financials. Or maybe they get caught up in a multiple offer situation and bid way more than they planned just because they didn't want to lose out. Now, on the flip side, I've seen buyers walk away from a home that they actually loved just because they got frustrated with the whole process. And I get it. But my job is to help you take a step back, take a breath, and make sure that you're making a smart decision, one that you'll be happy with months and even years down the road. Mistake number four, forgetting about the total cost of home ownership. So many buyers only focus on the purchase price, the down payment, and closing costs. Well, if they even think about that. But there's more than that. Home ownership comes with maintenance costs, utility bills, property taxes, HOA fees, and insurance. And here's the kicker. Homeowner insurance can increase over time. I've seen mortgage payments go up just because the insurance rate changed. Now, I don't say all this to scare you. I just want to make sure that you plan for it. Because if you don't budget for ongoing costs, the deferred maintenance can just sneak up on you, and then suddenly you're looking at a pricey repair bill when you least expect it. Okay, mistake number five. Now, rushing the process. I get it. In a competitive market, speed definitely matters, but rushing just to secure a home can lead to cutting corners, like waiving an inspection or appraisal. And that can cost you big time. I've seen buyers jump into contracts without fully understanding what they're agreeing to. That's why it's so important to work with an agent who knows how to protect you. I've helped my buyers craft offers that are strong and smart, giving them an edge without unnecessary risk. And let me just say this, I would never recommend buying a home without doing an inspection, ever. There's ways that we can do competitive offers without skipping the step that protects you from major surprises down the road. Okay, mistake number six, not thinking about the future. Now, so many buyers focus only on what they need right now and don't think about later. Like, will this home still fit your need in a few years? I see this a lot with second home buyers. They buy a small 2 or 3 bedroom home in Arizona thinking that it's just for them. But then once their friends and family find out they have a place here, then suddenly they need way more space. And guess what? A couple of years later, they end up calling me to sell and to upgrade. So if you're buying, think long-term. Like, will your family grow? Will you want space for visitors? Will you eventually sell and move again? Making sure your home fits your future you just as much as your present you will save you time, money, and hassle later. Okay, mistake number 7, ignoring the resale value. You might not be thinking about selling yet, but you will someday. And when that time comes, you're gonna wanna know what your home will sell quickly and for top dollar. So I always tell my buyers, think like a homeowner and an investor. Buy a home that works for you now, but will also appeal to buyers when you're ready to sell. So here's the deal. Buying a home is a huge decision, right? So I wanna make sure that you go into it with all the right information. If you wanna avoid these traps and make smart moves in today's market, I'd love to help. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.